So I'm recording this before it updates because for some reason it keeps telling me, when I try to click my profile, it's outdated. And if I restart it, it'll, get rid of all this. Let me just go to the very first of this match. Right here's when it started. I start off as Loki, like I am normally. And then the enemy came out as Moon Knight. As soon as I died, I switched to Invisible Woman. That seems rational. Actually, I lied there. For a minute or two, I was Rocket, and then the enemy team switched to Phoenix, so then I switched to Invis. That's the whole story. It started off as this. Ban Stratpool, ban Phoenix. We did both of those, except we did ban Hela instead of Phoenix because one of us went and played Phoenix. And this person is the first person that started to complain. Why are the casuals still awake? Typical. We wait till 4 of us are dead, then ulting. They talk about our Cloak and Dagger, who is this person. Keep in mind, we had a Venom on us 24/7, and we don't get ult instantly whenever the team needs it. That's an important part. Just because we are all very low doesn't mean we have ult ready to go. Mag was ulting, you baboon. Yeah, you don't want to Cloak and Dagger ult when a Magneto is already ulting. That's just stupid. Person types that, then nothing. You'll see a lot of spam. Need healing, need healing, need healing, need healing. Then, yo, Invis. I help you and you don't help me. You'll see this later. But the Moon Knight, he was heavily overextending several times. I remember this. The Venom was attacking me. The Rocket, because guess what? This person, the other support, went tank. The tank went support, which I believe that other tank was a DPS main. So he was Rocket. He was never healing me. So I did have one of the highest deaths in the lobby because Venom was perma on me. Nobody was helping except for our tank, who was a support player. And the Moon Knight one time helped me. Came back, started dealing with them. My whole team was low, so it's either, okay, do I save the entire team or one character? I decided the entire team. And he said that. Nah. Oh yeah, this is another person. I forgot what, but I'll show you guys later. One of them was a Human Torch and Phoenix. The other one was pure Moon Knight. Nah. Holy blank. Go to sleep. Blank. Are all the casuals still awake? Jesus Christ. And then the other support that turned tank. Are you okay? Maybe you need to go to bed, brother. Keep in mind, we tied the game 3-3, and the game ended on 3-4. It's not like it was a blowout. Nah, you need to go to bed. Please, just play in the morning. What do you want me to play to help you? Try ulting better. I don't know. It's not the question he asked. He asked what character do you want him to play, and you're like, ult better. I didn't know there was a character. Guys, do you know the character called ult better? I don't know. Seems like a DPS because they really need to do that. Because that Moon Knight missed like 90% of his ult and didn't get any kills. The one kill I remember him getting with his ult is a Magneto on the enemy team, which I pulled in with Invis into the Moon Knight ult. Thank you for your feedback. Is there a character you want me to play for you? Need healing, uncritical health. Need healing, uncritical health. Remember, he didn't answer. Okay. Then you can see lots of spotting Venoms. I was calming every time Venom was on cart. Nobody turned around except for the Magneto, who was a support player. Holy fucking useless Invis. Like, what is going on in that empty head of yours? Genuine question. Do we want a third support or second tank? I'm struggling getting healed though. I'm trying to peel, but I don't know. Yeah, none of the DPS were peeling. While the supports, mostly me because the Rocket never healed me. While I was dealing with the Venom and Moon Knight, both attacking me, both just absolutely having free on me, free down, our DPS were frontlining, getting all the bulk of the damage. I'm peeling. Never did. I don't know how else to help. Oh, our Invis is low IQ, boosted because of broken character. Now gets nerfed, so Heartstuck GM. Does he realize Celestial 2 is top 500 and I'm GM 1 right now? Keep in mind, I was in the 20s in GM 1 and Celestial 2 is top 500. My number 1 played character was an Invis. My top 2 win rates last season, actually top 3 win rates, the highest win rates, Invis wasn't a part. She was 4th. But yeah, assumption, then use that assumption to base everything on someone. That's how you do it. Also, I was Celestial 1 last season, almost eternity. Top 504 supports, top 202 supports, and top 50 and 1 support. But yeah, I don't know how to play support, guys. After the game, you can see it's usually well played. You're actually the most pathetic and useless support ever, and that's saying something. It happens sometimes. Let's go next. So yeah, this is the first recording. Now, I'll record the gameplay after this. Okay, and welcome to the actual stats that updated. And I'll show you all my competitive, all the way at the bottom. So win-win, loss, win-win, 4 losses, 5 wins, loss, 2 wins, 3 losses, win, loss, win, 2 losses, 2 wins, loss, 2 wins, loss, win, 3 losses, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, 4 wins, loss. So you can see it's definitely not heavily skewed win, not heavily skewed loss. There's some losing streaks, some winning streaks, some back and forth, especially around this part. I mean, it's like a normal match, I'm around where I'm supposed to be. I'm okay with that. Top 500, like I said earlier, is Celestial 2 right now. So I am okay with being GM1, especially if I'm halfway. That means I'm a rank and a half from top 500. I mean, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with being here. And these two right here, like I said, Pure Moon Knight and then Torch Phoenix. I just want to check their profiles. Oh, okay. So he's barely played this season. And placement, Celestial, I mean, you can see how it is. Pretty much Celestial 1, like me, he ended off where I was. If not, actually, maybe slightly less with all the losses. Then let's see if I was correct, and because this person, remember the Emma, switched to here. Okay, hidden, and then tank, like I said, cloak and dagger. I won't be reviewing one point of view during this whole time. That'll limit it by a lot, and I'm not going to be skipping around a lot because I want to show everything. So I'll do this in this little cam. And right here, I think it is a good angle just to show everything in real time. This Venom was a massive problem. And I don't know, you guys can see this. I'm probably not gonna give too much commentary, but you'll see exactly what's happening. I mean, you can see the Phoenix was frontlining, you know, died. I was reloading, you can see right there, so I couldn't do anything about it. The cloak was helping up here heal everybody. You know, there's really nothing we can do about this. Venom dives me, Cloak and Dagger tries to help, I just get bursted down because Cloak and Dagger heals on a 1v1 isn't really impactful at all. And so they just pretty much win this point. I'll actually just do 1.5 speed so the video's not like, I don't know, like 20-30 minutes long. We tried a portal, and then I'm not sure if you saw it, but their invis pushed us out. Now I'll put the cam in another place. Okay, and right here you can see we're retreating, 2 of us died by Moon Knight. And so, you know, we're supposed to be backing up. Well, this seems like the DPS didn't get the memo, and they die again. And they use an ult, which I think is pretty good. I mean, they're cleaning up, staggering us, but they had to use an ult for that. So yeah, another part where a DPS doesn't back up. And so they die for it. Okay. You know, they're moving the car, they're almost halfway, and we haven't even fought on the point again. So yeah, we're all trapped in there. We finally start pouring out. I just spawn back in, and then we are pretty much over here. You can see I was rocket up here, and then I switched to invis. That's why I was last coming out, because I realized, oh yeah, they have the Phoenix. Magneto, he goes, you know, he has no respect for our front line. Goes in here, kills our Moon Knight. Because everyone was low in there. If you looked at the health, look, I'm very low. Cloak and Dagger was very low. And actually, I want to see this. Did the Cloak and Dagger have ult? Right here, okay. He slams down. And then he's already like 1 health. I'm almost dead. So I put the shield on myself, I believe. You can see the shield. He breaks the shield, and I'm slowly healing from it, and he dies. And then, you know, this person ults. If they didn't ult, they would get the point. I would maybe see it if they were right here, but they would have gotten the point right here if it weren't for this support. You can see I died because the Magneto did a right click, pushed me back out of the ult, and then left clicked me and killed me. And you can see this, their I ult, I think, and then, yeah. Yeah, okay, there's my ult. And I saved this point from being captured right now. Both of those ults were good support ults. Maybe Cloak and Dagger a little earlier, the Human Torch, and the Wide Open. So that's, I think, number 3 of our Phoenix / Torch being in the Wide Open and just dying when most of our team is already dead. I keep the, you know, Moon Knight alive. Then I think I die for it. We're all coming back. Cloak and Dagger's out here. Okay, I'm back, and the whole team's back now. Okay, let's now see what we actually do here. This Emma, I don't think she's an actual Emma player, but... Okay, here we are. 1 support down. We are in a tight group, and we just pretty much get picked off 1 by 1. Like, what is this ult right here from our Moon Knight? And he's telling us to ult better. Like, see, okay, was there actually a person there, or did he just, like... What is this ult? You ult her. She was right here. You put the ult middle right here. You missed the unk. She jumps out of the way. You just... This person is telling me to ult better? What the hell? I didn't even notice that at the time. Yeah, and we all get picked off. They get the point. Let me now remove and... Well, let me move the cam. And while I'm moving up here, I just want to say this is very slow for some reason. Like, this is non-shift. This is shift. The Moon Knight and everyone... Well, mostly the Moon Knight and Torch was asking, like, why are you backing up, Invis? Why are you backing up? You're not supposed to back up. Walk forward. Whenever I'm getting dove by Venom, which is just absolutely horrible. There's so much damage in front of us. I'm not walking straight ahead in front of the entirety of the enemy damage just because there's a Venom diving me. Maybe our other support should actually heal me. This is mostly the second round, though. And third round. Okay. Right here, this cam. Again, DPS, frontlining. You know, in front of the entirety of the enemy team again. It's the Torch again. I know now, if it was him that called me boosted, I get why he thinks I am that, because he might actually be boosted with how much he needs pocketing just to not disintegrate because of his positioning. Okay, right here. Now we're getting good pressure, actually pushing them back, getting some kills. I mean, that Moon Knight did really nothing. The Venom comes back, then a combo of the Venom ult and Phoenix ult wipes me out of the Cloak and Dagger ult. And so, there's nothing I could do there. The Venom dives 4 because he's on 1 HP before he got the bonus shield. And then pretty much my whole team cleans them up. Except for, you know, them forgetting about the point. Except for the, you know, our only support there actually noticing them. Again, Moon Knight severely overextended. Bad positioning. That's now the 4th or 5th time a DPS has done that. Again, the Torch now frontlining. He's lucky nobody's there. I'll be honest, I didn't know what the thing was doing the majority of the time. Maybe contesting high ground, but against a Moon Knight, so... Okay, just the... Look at that. Cloak and Dagger never looks back until the very end. Now let's do that in normal speed. So Venom dives me, I launch up into the air, double jump. Okay, all here, I don't know. The Emma was ulting up there, was severely overextended, but I guess she doesn't play tank. And we're hiding in here, Cloak and Dagger backs up, we die, and pretty much get picks off again. And remember, nobody plays perfect. I could make a mistake. They could make a mistake, but they're the ones that say, well, you're making these mistakes, you're bad, you're this, you're that. So I'm pointing out all of their mistakes. Well, not all of them, but, you know, the very noticeable ones. Because I'm not perfect, I know that. There's many mistakes in my gameplay. I am not perfect, but nobody is in this game. Okay. Look, Magneto has no respect for our front line. Okay, one of our DPS dies because you go next to a wall against a ulting Magneto. Magneto's against our front line. He's trying to contest that, but, you know, it's just not working at all. So after that first round, these are the stats right here. Other than me being dove every single time and me not getting really any support, our DPS are tied with most deaths. Now let's go here, and you can see our tank went support, our support went tank. Okay, let me get in a good position now. And in this round, you'll really start seeing the problems with the Venom. Okay, so we're trying to push in. You know, they're pretty much being very aggressive. We start getting picks, they start getting picks. We're trading a lot. Okay, they're down to Mantis. We're down, well, let's say DPS, but he got revived. So, okay. Look how long the Unk stays there before one of our DPS even notices it. I'll try to keep it in view right here. The Moon Knight already gets ult because, you know, Moon Knight's that way. Our Torch is heavily overextended again. That's the 4th time this Torch Phoenix player has been like this. Why are you in the center of their enemy team? Well, okay. And then I noticed the mag up here sometime. And I pull him down. I forgot when it is, though. Oh, yeah, look how I die here. Look how I die. It's right here. Me and the Rocket, you know, we're together. Rocket goes away. I get pushed back. I try to go in the ult. And then he just kills me. This is why non-support players shouldn't play support. He didn't heal me at all while I was healing him. I tried to make some space, and then, you know, he let me die. Our Moon Knight again gets nobody. Our Torch, again, is heavily overextended. We are down 1 support, and, you know, let's just stay there again. That's the 5th time this Torch. So right here, 9 deaths, and right now, so far I've noticed, 5 of them have been from heavily overextending and having bad positioning. Now that person, I couldn't really help. You know, I tried to jump up there, I couldn't even see up there. Rocket was trying to help. Put the ult up there, he ulted, man, get a very fat ult. You know, support players, you know, they're bad at every role, but you know, he gets a fat ult. And then Venom dies, and okay, we get the point here. Let's get to a better position. Okay, speaking of position, I was just getting ready. Look how overextended this Moon Knight is. Let me just follow him. What's he going to be doing? Okay, okay, let's go to a good position now. Okay, right here, let's go. Keep an eye on their Venom and how long he stalls cart. Keep in mind, every time he was on cart, I clarified to my team, I calmed to my team, hey, there's a Venom on cart. And he just survives way too long. Okay, we're 1 up, Venom on cart. Look how long he is in there. I calm, only our Magneto, you know, comes with me. Our DPS, look how far our DPS are up compared to where their supports are. Okay, and the, you know, Rocket abandons me, but you know. He's still extremely overextended. Okay, we're making some progress. I'm very surprised that our DPS haven't died yet again. Okay, our tank makes another huge play. It's our tanks which are even pushing us along, I've noticed. They spam ults. Okay, we're backing up. Human Torch actually wants to go even deeper. And, you know, I believe he dies here. Yep, he dies. You know, with all of us backing up with a Venom on point, let's heavily overextend for the 6th time and die. But, you know, it's the support's problem. Card. Or strange, though. Okay. We're getting some good picks, and here goes him. Both of their supports, this hideaway. I support ult. Okay, we're, you know, having a very good team fight. This Torch just comes back. I don't know why he came out from over here instead of, like, from spawn. Maybe he got respawn beaconed. Okay, and look at this. Okay. They're 1 support down. Look at the Venom. You know, even Rocket heals can't out-heal Venom. Just Rocket and Cloak and Dagger cannot heal through big damage. Okay, does anyone peel for our Rocket? Does anyone do it? Any takers? Moon Knight flies past them. And we get the point because the enemy C9'd. I mean, I thought I was being just left alone. The Moon Knight flew right past our Rocket, just absolutely being destroyed by the Venom, focusing on their Magneto. Like, that's not how you win fights. We're so lucky to even win this. Our tanks are carrying. We get the point. Okay, let me go to another perspective. Okay, and here we are. Getting some good picks, staggering a lot. I tell the Rocket, go up there with the team. I'll stay on cart just to push it along, and that's what I do. That's why if you look at my healing, it's like, oh, that's pretty low healing. That's because I'm always on cart. So normally I never get as many points as I should. And my points lost is always a lot because, you know, I'm always on cart, actually doing the objective and winning us the game, which isn't on the stat sheet. So, yeah, okay. Okay, let's see this battle right here. Venom's on point. Okay, we're actually, the tanks, both tanks and our support decide to help with the Venom to get him off. What do our DPS do? I'll be honest. Oh, the Moon Knight is far into their back line. Our Torch is right here. Okay. Ult. And then you can see our Moon Knight loses a 1v1 with a Mantis heavily overextending. We get a pick on their support. Venom comes by. We pretty much harass him. And then he pretty much just stays here because, you know, DPS don't really want to help with the Venom too much. He jumps in again. We do that. We rocket ult into Moon Knight ult. He ults them. Okay, we're actually doing a very good job at keeping the heals up and keeping the DPS alive with all the damage incoming. They come up with this. Our mag has to choose the only character left to actually dunk on. And then we pretty much all this damage, we just can't do anything. Our rocket was dead. It was me solo healing the entire team, so our Moon Knight died. The map is being reformed. Our tanks and DPS are still pushing up. Our torch goes behind a wall while we're down one support, so that's the 7th time now. The 7th time he's been heavily overextended and dies because of it. Is that like a total of 10 times from a DPS? 7 from the torch. 7 out of his 11 deaths have been from being heavily overextended. I'm glad I avoided both of these DPS. You can see the enemy teams is pretty much cleaning up. Venom ults our rocket, kills him. I'm pretty much just coming back. Moon Knight dies again from heavily overextending, not falling back at all. Okay, so that's I've lost count by now of how many times our DPS has just died from bad positioning. Let me just go down here. Okay, let's watch this. So, Mantis ult, Invis ult, Magneto ult, Torch ult. They get the dunk, and then, yeah, our Torch solo ult 1v6 and dies because of it. And then both of us die back there. Okay, you know, we're all cleaned up. We're ready for another team fight. You can see. Now we portal. Venom attacks us. They do that. I think we missed that ult. Yeah, we did. Okay. Venom ults me. Then our rocket ults. That Magneto ult. And then we Magneto ult, and you can see I wasn't lying when I said his only kill with his ult is because of me. Let's rewind this a bit. So he's right here. I pull him in and just flings him. And we kill him because of that. Let's follow me for a bit to get a better angle. Okay, and here we are. Remember, I was on cart for the majority of this. Moon Knight ults, I ping cart because our tank needs to be on it. And then, you know, Torch was heavily overextended. Tried to get out, but got sniped. I'm half HP, getting in front of my rocket. Push the Venom off. The Mantis is 1. Our Torch gets him. I mean, our Strange. Rocket puts res, and then we get the point, I think, pretty much close to here. I just try to boop the Magneto off. Very fat ult from our, you know, Strange. So right now, I think, more than anything, our tanks are heavily carrying this team. They have the most impactful ults here. Okay, here we are. We're on attack again. Let's see. I mean, this looks very familiar to the very first round, in my opinion. Let's get over this wall. We're pushing up, making good progress. The Venom dives in. You know, we could actually do good damage against him. Our Torch now goes back to Phoenix. We're pushing up very well. Venom dives our backline. We spend a lot of resources healing ourselves. Oh my god, he got 0 people with his ult again. Heavily overextended and died. Like, seriously, did his only kill come from me pushing a Magneto into his ult? Like, seriously, he told us to ult better. Jesus. And I push the mag away, and then both their tanks just run us down. And then, yeah, this is just, I don't get help from the rocket. We are pretty much just swept here. Moon Knight dies again, rocket dies, both our tanks dies, and that is the round. So yeah, really nothing we really could have done. Just DPS heavily overextending themselves again, missing their ults, and then, you know, blaming supports like a good DPS should. Okay, let's start this round. You can see it's very quick. And for this one, I'm actually going to play it more backwards because there's a lot that happens in the backline here. Okay, you can see it's not even that far. It doesn't even look like a second pass. And look at the Venom. He's already over here. I'm not sure if this is like a pro Venom or something, but he plays him very well. He's very annoying. You can see the Moon Knight swoops in behind us. Nobody hears him. And then pretty much the rocket gets evaporated before I can do anything. And then it's pretty much a roll here. Nobody helps me against the Venom. Then we all pretty much perish. Nobody tries to portal. And then we just pretty much lose this. There we go. I mean, That's 8 deaths that I counted and noticed from the Torch Phoenix on our team, heavily overextending and dying. Moon Knight on our team, not getting a single kill with his ult except for the one I pulled Magneto into, alongside 3 or 4 overextending deaths from him. But yeah, guys, as a good DPS, you can miss all of your ults, heavily overextend and die, over half of your deaths, over 90% of your deaths if you're really looking for it. And then, if you lose, blame your supports. Come on, you gotta say it with me. You gotta blame your supports. Blame your supports. Blame your supports. I mean, as a good DPS, you should do that. I mean, I just can't with this DPS anymore. Their egos are out of this world, unlike their skill. But yeah, guys, the person, me, who's been top 500 with multiple supports, 4 of them last season, 2 top 100, 1 which was Loki in number 49, who has always had a positive win rate, never below Diamond 2 except for 2 seasons, 1 where I had less than 20 games, 1 which I only had 7, and last season was Celestial 1 with a 53% win rate, with a tank being my around 4th to 5th most played character. I'm the one who doesn't know how to play support, and I'm the one who is boosted. But yeah, guys, that's how everything works. I'll stop the video now because it's getting pretty long, but I just don't get these people anymore. Always DPS players. Our tanks were goated, like amazing. Except for the Emma at the beginning. These 2 tanks though were amazing. I gotta give credit to them. Wonder where their roles are. Okay, hidden, and then, okay. So, highest this season. So, he's been in top 500, 50% win rate. Actually, I should go see here. 49% win rate, top 500. I mean, okay, tank main, playing tank. And then, you know, back and forth, like me. So, he's not bad. But yeah, guys, you know, it's these 2 DPS. They were the best players, you know. I'll just stop right now. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.